How often does a team start 1-5 and make the NFL postseason? Not very. Before 2015, it only happened one time in the Super Bowl era, and it hadn't been since 1970. But after 9 wins in a row, the Chiefs had that opportunity. With a win and a loss by either the Pittsburgh Steelers or New York Jets, they were in the playoffs. But they couldn't worry about other teams. Entering Arrowhead Stadium were the Cleveland Browns, headed by the ever-controversial Johnny Football.
Some legends aren't created. They write their own story, like the remarkable 2015 Kansas City Chiefs, the only team in NFL history to start 1-5 and then win their next 8 games. And today, it's Johnny Football meeting these 2015 Kansas City Chiefs, who by 5 p.m. today could have an unimaginable playoff berth.
You see the Chiefs are going to be beginning here at their own 35-yard line. They are number 1 in the NFL in starting field position. Wilson in motion, 1st and 10, outside they go, caught by Macklin, works on the rookie Gaines with a catch and run of 14 yards.
Now right side run to Charkandrick West, hit in the backfield, breaks a tackle, stays alive and gets up near midfield.
It was becoming a trend for the Chiefs offense to come out strong right out of the gate. The opening drive against the Browns was no different. The drive was kept alive by a few third down conversions, including one from a familiar source. Alex Smith moving the ball on the ground.
Shotgun snap back to Alex Smith. Now he's going to scramble, pump faking, runs right, 40-yard line, diving for it. He's got a first down at the Brown 38. He's done it all year long.
It seems like every week, Kevin, he makes a couple of these decisions on third down to pull it down and run.
3rd and 1, watch for West. He's one of the best in the NFL at converting 3rd and 1. Here's Sherman ahead. West gets the call. There he's got the first down.
Gets it back a little high, snap, play action fake, and a quick slant over the middle, and it's caught by Albert Wilson in front of K'Wan Williams.
The drive ended with a great connection between Alex Smith and Jeremy Macklin, and one that would put Macklin over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. Pre-snap motion put Travis Kelce and Charkandrick West out to the far left boundary, drawing the attention of 2 Browns DBs, and causing another safety to inch ever so slightly towards that boundary as well. That formation, combined with an underneath route by Demetrius Harris, would allow for just enough of a window for Smith to find Macklin on a post pattern. Smith released the ball before Macklin passed behind the Browns linebacker, throwing instead to a spot in the back of the end zone where he expected his receiver to be. Macklin rewarded his quarterback's trust, running the perfect route and cradling the pinpoint pass for 6 points.
Into the nickel. Smith, touchdown, what a catch, Macklin! He's just gone over the goal line and he has just gone over 1,000 yards receiving.
And what a great throw by Smith. He had to rifle that thing and he did.
You know, Alex got a lot of trust in himself down in the red zone. He's got a lot of trust in Jeremy, and so he dot him with it. I thought it was a great catch. It was a heck of a throw. We don't care where the ball's at in the end zone. You can be on the ground and scoop and score. It can be up high. You just got to find that small window and shoot it. As long as you're in the end zone scoring, it doesn't matter exactly where that ball's at.
With an early 7-point lead, the Chiefs continue to establish their rushing attack. While this is made to look easy with dynamic running backs and one of the best mobile quarterbacks in the league, it's made possible by the efforts of the offensive line.
Charkandrick West, the running back, they fake the jet action. They come near side off tackle West, 50-yard line, 45 of Cleveland. Lowers the shoulder, then he's bumped out of bounds after a 21-yard run.
Well, just watch the center and the left guard. They're going to pull, and watch how they cave in the whole left side of this play. But look at the running lane for the back.
4th and a long 4. West is in. Blocked by Reed. There goes the quarterback. He's got the first down and more. Alex Smith picks up 9. He's had a couple of runs today, and they have been productive.
Despite the impressive 4th down conversion by Smith, the Chiefs settled for a field goal a few plays later, stretching the lead to 10 points. And though the defense was without Justin Houston, Tamba Hali, or Hussein Abdullah, the Browns failed to move the ball throughout the first quarter, thanks in large part to the players who filled in at those positions, including linebacker D4.
The left side, the chase, swallow him up! It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Excellent penetration. D. Ford got through.
But into the second quarter, the Browns' offense began to show some life.
And Crowell on the left side. He's got a decent run.
The pitch fake. Manziel wide open. He's got the tight end Trey.
Manziel takes the shotgun snap. He's going to run 25-yard line. Flips it off to the right side to the back. And it's a first down. And Johnny Football improvises. A flag on the play.
That's a forward pass! That's a forward pass! There is no foul for an illegal forward pass. The pass was ruled as backward.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it that way either. Here goes the challenge.
Andy Reid wants another look at that one.
The Chiefs are saying it's an illegal forward pass. He was past the line of scrimmage. He needed to lateral the ball, and they're going to get a ruling here.
After he's doing the play, when the quarterback threw the ball, it went forward. That's an illegal forward pass, number 2 of the offense.
Andy Reid's challenge not only resulted in overturning the call on the field, but it halted what had been a threatening drive and held the Browns to just a field goal. But the story of the first half, from that point forward, would be one of turnovers.
Smith, congested pocket, almost picked off, and it was by Orchard, who takes it the other way. Here comes the rookie out of Utah, flying down the sideline, and tackled from behind by Reid.
Joe Reid saves a touchdown.
Joe Reid, for that job that he did after the interception of continuing to play and making the tackle, I thought was a big play. For an offensive lineman to do that, that's something, an important play.
The touchdown-saving tackle appeared to be significant, as it seemed to at least give the Chiefs' defense a chance to hold Cleveland to another field goal. But the ramifications were even greater, as 2 plays later, Marcus Peters swung momentum back in the Chiefs' favor.
10-3 Chiefs, play action fake by Manziel. All kinds of time, he unloads, and the pass is intercepted on the near sideline. Intercepted by Marcus Peters. Peters at the right side block, now 2, 30-yard line, and out of bounds at the 29. Marcus Peters has his 8th interception this season. That ties a Kansas City Chiefs rookie record.
Well, you just have a faster player. He's just baiting the quarterback to throw this to the tight end Barnage. Marcus Peters, he's got better speed and quickness. And
I think that he's got great hands. I mean, you can be in position to do something, but a lot of defensive players don't have the hands that he has.
They ran the over route with the tight end. I undercut the ball. You know, I just make my plays when they happen, man. So that was a huge turnover for us, though. We needed it.
I don't know if there's a more exciting time in the NFL regular season than when you can clinch a spot in the NFL playoffs.
Pete, particularly when you start the season 1-5. I mean, the Chiefs were looking for their 9th straight win to clinch a playoff spot in Week 16 here against the Cleveland Browns, but they were also going to need a little help from the outside. The Pittsburgh Steelers needed to lose to the Baltimore Ravens, and that game was actually going on at the same time, so there was a little bit of scoreboard watching throughout this game.
And the Chiefs had the Browns, and they had to do it without a number of key guys.
They did. Justin Houston was out again, but Tamba Ali was also out. He broke his thumb the week before, so he was also inactive, which meant Frank Zombo and D. Ford were going to have to try and step up and make plays for this defense. Both those guys played 100% of the snaps. They were going up against Johnny Football, a guy that they knew they were going to have to try and contain, keep him in the box, keep him from getting out and running, and gave him that nickname Johnny Football. And the defense struggled a little bit in this game in doing that. And Manziel ran for over 100 yards in this game, which meant the offense was going to have to step up and make some plays, and they did that.
The punt is Andy Lee. The kick goes to the far side of the field, taken by Frankie Hammond Jr. at his own 35 at the 40. And now runs out of real estate and goes down at his own 44.
Following an impressive Marcus Peters interception, Kansas City maintained a 7-point lead. But with less than 2 minutes remaining, and starting at their own 44-yard line, the Chiefs' 2-minute offense would be tested.
1:35 to go in the half. Kansas City has just 1 timeout remaining.
Smith, 1st and 10, 1 timeout. Look out. He was hit by Mingo, and he gets away, and he's got an open field with which to work, and down to the 26. What a run by Alex Smith.
They had him sacked back deep in his own territory, and Smith runs for 29 yards.
Got a block from West End by Fisher. Down the sideline to Kelsey.
After moving the ball down the field efficiently, Alex Smith and company had given themselves enough time to take a few shots at the end zone from inside the Browns' 15-yard line. It only took 1 snap, though, as Travis Kelce, who lined up wide right, ran a slant route in front of cornerback Tramon Williams. A wheel route by Sharkandrick West ensured that the Browns' outside linebacker would not fall back and help to cover Kelce. And just like the touchdown connection with Maclin earlier in the game, Smith threw a precision pass where only Kelce could pull it in.
Kelce's lined up as a wide receiver. Shotgun snap back to Alex Smith. Fires for Kelce. He makes a long catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Boy, as a quarterback, you just love a big target. He's just working on the corner, and it's a perfect throw by Alex Smith, loaned away to a 6'5", 260-pound tight end.
You saw what the defense was presenting. You kind of got an indication that I was going to get the ball there, and from there, it's just Alex putting it on the money and me scoring. So, it's sometimes it's as easy as that. So.
The Chiefs lead 17-3 as we begin play in the third quarter.
Manziel takes it himself, and he's got wide open room to roam. Looking for a block from Jennings, falls at the feet of Smith, and he slides his way into Kansas City territory.
They created some space for him, and then he just, he's a magic player, man.
He's a real quick, real shifty dude. And when you get a chance to get him, you got to get him because he will get out. He's going to make his plays. He's got he's a football player, man. He makes football plays. That's all I can say, really.
Manziel takes the snap, looks at Bibbs. Now learning left, trying to stay alive. Now he's going to run it. He's at the 30, darts right, 25, good runner, 20. At the 15, moves to the outside and hit from behind.
Here is a run by Crowell and a block by Dre, and that is a touchdown. Isaiah Crowell takes it in, 11-yard touchdown run.
On the next Browns possession, the Chiefs look to have forced a 3-and-out in Cleveland territory.
On the move, being chased and whacked. Grabbed by Derek Johnson.
But with a 3-11 record and nothing to lose, the Browns tried some trickery.
Oh, there's a fake. There's a fake, and it's Poyer.
The Cleveland Browns are going to fake a punt, and they're going to drive for a first down.
The gamble paid off and extended what would become the longest drive of the day.
Play action fake, they run a bootleg to Barnage, and makes the catch on the right side, missed tackle. 35-yard line up to the 42. Manziel's going to run an old school option, 25-yard line, has a first down, sliding.
The long drive lasted well into the fourth quarter as Manziel methodically moved his team down the field. But a critical play on 2nd and goal stopped the Browns in their tracks.
Kansas City's had the ball 6 snaps in the second half. Cleveland threatening to tie the game. 2nd down, goal to go at the 8. They fake a rocket sweep. Manziel all kinds of time. Flush now to his right. Stops, now throws it late to a lineman. And it's going to be an illegal touching penalty on the Cleveland Browns.
While Manziel's instinct to tuck the ball and run had moved the chains throughout the game, here, that instinct backfired. From the 8-yard line, the Browns aimed to get running back Duke Johnson free up the edge, while diverting coverage with wide receiver Travis Benjamin and tight end Gary Barnage. Manziel kept his eyes on Duke Johnson, but got anxious in the pocket. While he may have found Johnson in the corner of the end zone had he waited a split second longer, he instead decided to tuck and run. D. Ford read the decision immediately and began to close down the lane that Manziel thought was open. Ford and Jay Howard swarmed on Manziel, who then made the costly mistake of chucking the ball to the only white jersey in sight, that of his offensive tackle.
Just trying to make a play, and I didn't throw it away in time. Saw somebody flash and made a mistake. So that was a play that really sticks out where we gave up points. That's our touchdown drive that we needed right there. And instead we got 3 and had to go try and get another one.
36-yard attempt and the kick is good, and the Browns are within 4. 17-13 Cleveland at 8:26 to go in the game.
In what was turning out to be an ugly, grind-out second half, the Browns had managed to cut their deficit to 4 points. And after failing to move the ball out of their own zone on the following possession, the Chiefs were forced to put the ball back in the hands of Johnny Manziel. From that point forward, the Browns attacked the Chiefs' defense with everything they had.
And Cleveland, a touchdown would give them the lead, and they have the ball at their own 42 officially. 3rd down and 8 for Manziel. From his own 44, trailing 17-13. Manziel all kinds of time. Wings it to the near sideline. It is caught by the aforementioned Benjamin.
1st and 10, Duke Johnson, a block by Pastor. Oh, and he just about broke it free.
The Browns moved into Chiefs territory quickly, but once the end zone was within reach, the defense, with Arrowhead at its back, held its ground.
Slap in the hands. Manziel wants the snap with 1 second on the play clock. They blitz him. Manziel trying to get away from D Ford. He does so. Now fires a pass that is incomplete.
3rd and 8. Thomas the block at the left tackle. It's deflected and it's incomplete. Coverage on the play by Barry.
Manziel, feet staggered. Sets in the pocket. He's throwing long for the end zone and overthrows everybody. Nobody home! The Chiefs have held!
The Browns had one last chance to leave Arrowhead victoriously. With time ticking down, Manziel managed to move his offense back into Chiefs territory yet again. The outcome of the game and the hope for a clinched playoff spot was going to come right down to the wire.
Let's see what the Browns decide to do in this situation.
Just 15 seconds left to go in the game. They've already converted 2 fourth downs to 2 out of 3. Manziel to throw in the pocket, fires it to the near side, pass caught at the 20. It is caught by Darius Jennings, and he's down at the 18. Clock moving, 6 seconds, 5 seconds.
Look at the clock. They got to chuck it. They've got no timeouts.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Game's over. The game's over. And Johnny Manziel slams his helmet to the ground. Kansas City has won a 9th straight game to tie a franchise record as Cleveland runs out of time at the Kansas City 18-yard line. As the Chiefs defense was taking blows all throughout the afternoon, they hold when it matters the most.
Congratulations, man. We'll take it by 1 point. We'll take it by 20 points. It doesn't matter. You're in the dance, all right?
Don't be surprised, man. We supposed to be right here. So when we come in here Wednesday, we right back at it, man. Let's go, man. Fam on 2, fam on 2, 1, 2, bam!
So the Chiefs win 17-13 as time runs out for Johnny Football. And I know this was a 3-win Browns team, but what a win for Kansas City in a big spot.
It was a huge spot, and it was a little different than we had seen in the previous 5 games for the Chiefs, who had outscored their opponents 50-0 in the 4th quarter. Well, in this game, the Chiefs got shut out in the second half, which meant it was the defense that was going to have to step up and make plays to stop Johnny Football. We saw them do that. Pretty special win for the Chiefs.
Right, and not only do the Chiefs get the win, but the Steelers also lost to Baltimore, meaning a playoff berth was clinched for Kansas City.
From 1-5 all the way back to the playoffs, it's hard to put into words what this team was able to accomplish and overcome this season, starting the season 1-5. Unbelievable performance by those guys. And this game in particular was kind of a microcosm for me of the entire season in a couple of different ways. One was Alex Smith picking up first downs with his legs. It was something we saw kind of be a catalyst for this offense. And the defensively catalyst that had been there all season was Marcus Peters. Picked up his 8th interception, led him to the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year award. But again, unbelievable performance by this team.
Chiefs would ultimately travel down to Houston for Wild Card Week, but that didn't mean they weren't ready for Raider Week in Week 17, which you can watch next week on Chiefs Replay.